I'm here with Billy Donnelly, manager of the Ladies Football county team for third year running. Last year they were pipped at the post by Offaly in the All-Ireland final in Croke Park. I believe Billy is back to go one step further. Billy, new year, I suppose clean slate. Every year is you're back at the drawing board again. How do you see 2014 going?
Well, we got close last year, Kate, as you say, and we felt that a few things that we would have learned over the year and the things that we could have improved on. So we decided to give it another shot. A lot of the senior players last year decided that the All-Ireland final would be their last hurrah. So we're really in transition. We've had to introduce loads of new players, new blood, and we're looking forward to the year. We're very excited about what we have. We've been training for 4 or 5 weeks now. Start our league campaign next Sunday. Some great youngsters. We were involved in 3 All-Ireland finals back in 2010 at under 14, under 16 and minor level. And we've players from each of the 3 panels starting on Sunday for their first time.
Brilliant. So based on last year's final, I suppose you had a lot of young players playing that day as well. So you've those young players kind of coming through and they'll be your backbone, and you say you've underage success coming through Wexford as well?
Yeah, well, some of the younger players, while they are still quite young, 20, 21, they're experienced now and they've been playing at that level for the last 2 or 3 years. And they'll help bring some of the younger ones in because they know what it's like to have come through at an early age. We still have a few seasoned campaigners. Obviously you can't turn everybody over in 12 months, but we've a great blend now of youth and experience, so we're looking forward to the year.
Good. What about your backroom team, Billy? Has everyone in the backroom team kind of stayed with you? Or?
Yeah, same backroom team. I've been involved at underage level, and Johnny Roach from Ballyhogue has been with me since we took under 14 teams, under 16 minor and now senior. Ciara Scallon, who's played inter-county camogie and football, a selector. Our trainer is Benny McCabe, who you know yourself is one of the best physical trainers going. David Shiggins, goalkeeping coach, and we're all just very excited and delighted to be back.
Good. You're playing, I suppose, Division 3 league football, which would be a mix of kind of senior teams and intermediate teams. I believe you have Armagh, Sligo, Offaly, Leitrim and Tipperary being your first game. Last year Tipperary, I suppose, got to the intermediate final and were pipped in that. So how do you feel you'll get the year off to?
We played Tipperary a few times last year, and while they are an intermediate team, we didn't think there was that much between us. All the games were close. They have a new manager in this year, and he's brought in some new players as well. So we're looking forward to the game on Sunday, and we're confident that we're putting a good display again.
Good. I suppose, in terms of championship, doesn't come around till later in the summer, and you'll play maybe Leinster Championship first. Who would be your, I suppose, main threat in the junior championship this year, seeing as Offaly has stepped up to intermediate?
Yeah, both Leinster and All-Ireland series, Louth will probably be the main threat. They've experienced Croke Park defeat, the same as ourselves now, and they're itching to get over the line as well. We don't actually start our championship. Our Leinster Championship starts in July, and we don't actually play in the All-Ireland series till August. So it's going to be a long campaign. Okay,
so you're not out in championship till August. Any tricks up your sleeve to keep the girls fresh for the year? Or?
We planned, hopefully, we'll make the knockout stages of the league this year. That has to be our ambition. We play 6 of our games at home this year, which is a big advantage to have, to cut out a lot of the travelling. And we'll be hopeful to be at the knockout stages. After the league campaign, no matter what happens, we're going to give the girls a break, let them back to their clubs for a little while, because from December to September is going to be a long year, so we need to keep them fresh.
Yeah, very much so. Any other tricks up your sleeve in terms of team building or that you'd like to share?
Well, a lot of the players now are very, very young and inexperienced at this level. So, we'll have to learn about them, they'll have to learn about us, and we'll build and bond as we go along.
Billy, just in relation to your training regime, you have a lot of players away. How do you manage to cope with that? And I suppose, where do you train and how often?
Yeah, we have a lot of girls away in college, girls working away. At the minute, we're trying to train 3 times a week, but we've started a gym program with the girls. We were in the Pump Palace there for a couple of weeks, and Sean has done a program for the girls, but now they'll go and do that program in the colleges or in the local gyms, wherever they are. We have a new development in Park Common this year, so it's exciting that we have our own facility at last. For other years we've had to beg, borrow and steal venues and facilities to train at, but we've managed to get our own pitch now in Park Common. It's an exciting new development, and we'll be based there for the year. We'll probably train there for now Friday nights and on Sundays when we don't have a match, but most of our league matches are going to be Sundays. We've very little break between now and the end of March, so probably training for 2 nights a week and then match on a Sunday. We'll build up then as the year goes on, and we'll train 3 times a week. The younger girls, you know, they're naturally fit. There's not a lot of work needed this time of the year. It's going to be a long season, so we don't want to push them too hard too early.
And I suppose in terms of club fixtures or county fixtures, how do they fit in the whole scheme of things? Do they have a lot of games now when I suppose you're probably out week after week with the league, National League, or is the club fixtures released?
Yeah, we have spoken with the fixtures committee, and they work very, very well with us. You know, we allow the girls to play their league matches. We don't want them to stop playing during the league campaign. As it gets into the championship, then we might ask for a little bit of grace. But for now, when we're playing our league campaign, you know, we're quite happy that the girls go back and play with their clubs.
Very good. In terms of a panel then, how much of a panel do you keep during the year, or do you have a development squad running in parallel with your main kind of junior squad? Or
at the minute we have a large panel. There's no confines on the numbers that we have for the league, and there's unlimited substitutions in the league. So at the minute we're carrying 46 players. You'll have natural wastage. Some players will drop out. But during the championship we're only allowed 30, so you know we won't cut anyone for now. We'll give everyone the opportunity to make a name for themselves, and then if anyone during our own club championships show up, then you know the door's always open.
I'd like to thank Billy for taking the time to have the interview with us. I'd like to wish him all the best in the coming year. Going forward, we'll touch base again with Billy in 4 to 6 weeks, see how he's getting on at the league. I think it's very early in the year to tell, considering he's in transition and bringing a lot of new years, but I've no doubt to be back in Croke Park. So until about 6 or 8 weeks, we look forward to talking to you again. Thanks very much, Billy.